welcome to Thompally Culture Fusion. Friends, in this video I am going to introduce one brother and sister, Mr. Jose and Paula. And ഈ രണ്ടുപേരും ഇവിടെ ബദലോണയിൽ ഒത്തിരിയേറെ പരിചയമുള്ളവരും ഫേമസ് ആയിട്ടുള്ളവരും കാരണം because they do music in the churches and also they are young guys and they are going to explain this small interview I am going to make with them. I think it will be an encourage for our children in Kerala as well as our world because during this COVID-19 we have a lot of time to explore our talents. So welcome to this small episode with Mr. Jose and Paula Rios. Okay? Hello friends, as I told you, this is Mr. Jose and she is Paula Rios, correct? Rios. Rios?
Rios.
Rios is what is Rios?
It's a plural of river in
Rio.
Spanish.
Okay, it's a Spanish word Rio. Rio means river, Rios, rivers. Anyway, so Jose is a main player of piano and organ, see?
Yes.
And she plays, Paula plays
Cello.
cello. Cello for me it's a new thing. Of course, you may not have, it may not be a new thing for you. Cello is like a violin. For me, I was telling it's a violin, big violin. So it's like you might have seen, no? It's called cello. For me, it's first experience. I was thinking it's a violin. So now let us start from Jose. Jose, please explain what was the reason or what is the starting point of this music. Can you just explain?
Okay. We started making music, well, studying music because we liked to do a lot of things when we was children. Well, we wanted to start making music because when we was children, we liked to make many things, like swimming, like playing tennis, like playing sports, or something like that. And we started to make music. I started to playing an instrument called French horn. It's like the family of trumpets, brass instruments. And she started with piano.
Yeah, I was 2 years playing piano, and then I saw the orchestra. There was a big orchestra, and I wanted to play in there. So my teacher told me that I had to change the instrument. So one day I saw the cello, and it was like love at first sight. It was very beautiful, the sound and everything.
Why you started to play or why organ? Why you started to play the organ?
Nice. Well, my history starts in Venezuela because Venezuela is a South American country and we don't have a clear culture of church music in Venezuela. For example, there are no organs in Venezuela right now nowadays. Maybe there are 1 or 2 working, but I saw the instrument on internet and I fell in love with the instrument and I decided to come here to Europe to study organ. That's the same that happened to Paola. We wanted to start studies of music, professional studies of music at the university, but Venezuela has a lot of political problems and we cannot study music there. So that's why we are here studying music.
I started to play cello when I was 10 years old, and I was in many activities, so the cello was another activity. So at first it was easy for me to play, and I didn't know what I was playing, if I was playing good or bad, but then I started to make progress in the cello, and I started to study more and more, and I realized that you have to study a lot, and of course if you like it, you study and you progress, and you see that you can play with orchestras, with groups of little groups of music, and well, it's really nice.
How many years you are studying in this music?
I've been playing cello for 11 years. Here in Spain, where we are, you study in a school that is like the professional school of music, and you study for 6 years. Like you start when you have 12 years old. You can continue the studies at the conservatory, like the conservatory I am, that is the Lyceus Conservatory, and there you continue your studies like a university. It's a professional career, and you have different models. You can study performance, and no puedo hablar rápido.
Please tell to the people, now you are very much not attracted, very much influence and very much more you are playing in the churches. I think in Badalona, how many churches you are playing?
I'm playing here currently at 3 churches.
3 churches for the mass you are helping. So what made you to enter the church for this play?
Nice. For example, the organ, the pipe organ, his principal function in music is the liturgical music. Is the principal. You can find organs in theaters, for example, but its principal purpose is to play at the mass, the liturgical music. So our studies here in music are performance studies. That means there are studies for playing at concertist, soloist, or orchestra. But the organ has the possibility to make studies, specific studies for liturgical music, sacred music, and that's what I am doing here.
Very good. It's excellent to hear that. Wonderful. Do you have any occasion to play in the churches with the cello?
Yes, of course. I played a lot of times, and I really like it because the people is like feels very comfortable with the music, and it's very different because normally there is no this type of music at the church.
Exactly.
But this is not the only thing I do, because I study performance. So I study these studies are for playing in an orchestra, or as a soloist, or in little groups of music. It calls chamber music. So I can play with an orchestra in a concert hall, or some big places, or sometimes we are invited to play in a museum. So I have like different ways to decide how where to play.
Fine. So about your studies, you were telling about 11 years you were studying in this, only in this music. 11 years or 7?
Well, I've been in Venezuela for 6 years.
Venezuela in 6 years, okay.
Well, no. I've been studying in Venezuela for 6 years. Music in...
Okay, music.
For 6 years.
Yeah.
And I've been in the orchestra of my city. And then I came here and started to study at the professional conservatory, like a real, a professional school for
Professional
music.
school.
And then I went to the Liceus Conservatory to complete or continue my career as a soloist, performance.
Fine.
And with these studies, I can enter in a very professional orchestra, or I can make a chamber music group, or well, play.
See. Let me ask one more doubt, because see, this is big, this is very big thing. No? This cello is very big, and is it easy for study or is it difficult?
Well, it's difficult, but if you keep studying,
Everything's like
it
that.
becomes easy.
Easy, okay.
Yeah, it's like everything. If you start to learn a language, at first it's very difficult because you don't know the letters or the structures.
Yeah.
But then you study and it becomes easy. But well, it requires.
So what can you tell the people, those who are watching, especially the children? Maybe many children may be watching your the interview. So what is the message you can give to the children?
Well,
Yes, I see.
that is very important to play an instrument, because well, I really like the phrase of a very famous cellist. Her name was Jacqueline Dupre, and she said that playing lifts you out of yourself into a delirious place.
Okay.
So playing an instrument, it's very good for you, and you feel
Comfort.
very, very good.
Relaxing.
Yeah,
It's
it's relaxing, and you can express or communicate with the people and make the people feel better.
Fine, okay.
Well, they also say, the doctors say, that music can help people, sick people, to get better.
Really, see, music therapy.
Yes.
Music
So
therapy.
music, it's very, very good for everybody.
Okay, fine. So.
Yeah, I recommend the music.
That's nice. Jose, anyway, you were telling many things about this piano, and let me ask one more thing: this piano and organ, because I don't know much about this. What the difference between piano and organ? We say everything is what we are seeing black and white buttons. We say organ or piano. Can you just tell me the difference between the piano and organ?
Nice. Well, if you want, we can meet the instruments in a moment,
Yeah.
and you can be able to recognize them and to know what is the difference completely. But the principal reason of why are they different is because the piano is made with strings. With you hit strings with the keys.
Okay.
And the organ is with making the sound with air, with pipes.
Pipes, okay. So now many people will be watching you both, Paula and you. Paula said about the message already she has given. What you can tell the new generation, especially new generation, those who are trying to learn music, what is the message you can give to the people, young generation, please?
Nice. Well, I think that art in general is very important for our souls, because we can with art we can explore our feelings, our personality, and we can express a lot of it. But especially with music, because it's a non-visible art. For example, the paint, you have the paint all the time here, but our musical art just happens in a moment, when you listen it. So it's a very special art, and I think that it's very, very important for people to know about it.
Okay.
And to enjoy it.
See, thank you. So we are going to conclude this small interview, and thank you for your play. It was wonderful to see your play. You nicely performed for the viewers. You played wonderfully, very good, and also you played nice. Thank you for the precious time you spend for our channel Thompally Culture Fusion. So my dear friends, so thank you for watching this small video interview with Mr. Jose Rios and Paula Rios. Thank you. So if you have not subscribed, subscribe this channel. Bye. Adeu.